Hey, what's going on, funnel fillers? I still can't believe that just from one Facebook post, we got over 50 people in the Facebook group. Super pumped about that. Yesterday, I made a video about what is a funnel, and it was kind of a basic video about what a funnel is, right? But today, I wanted to go more in depth on how you can use a funnel to make money and really get into the techniques of the type of funnel that I run. There's many different types of funnels, but the one that I found most effective, at least for my business. Now, I know a lot of you guys have different businesses and it may not relate. And if you have any questions on how you think you can incorporate a funnel into your business, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to think about it and give you an idea at least. But for my business, again, what I do is I use YouTube mostly and some other social media platforms to drive traffic, people, viewers, potential customers into my funnel where I solve a problem that they're looking for, right? They're typing in the YouTube, how to pitch faster or whatever it is. They see one of my videos, they watch it, I solve a problem for them. Sorry, we got interrupted. Solve a problem for them in the video. And then at the end of the video, I offer them what is called a lead magnet, okay? A lead magnet is something that you're gonna give the viewer for free in exchange for their name and their email. So this is how you get them into your funnel, right? So you create a lead magnet. For me, it's a video. So I offer them a video. Before I used to give them more tips on whatever they were searching for. So if it's about pitching velocity, I would have a video more in depth than the one they just watched about pitching velocity. And they would get that for free if they give me their email and their first name. So then from there, the next page would take them to what is called a tripwire, okay? And a tripwire is just a low dollar item, okay? So basically they sign up for the lead magnet, which I promised them. When they get to the next page, the very first thing they see on top of the page is, thank you so much for giving me your email. You can expect your video, the lead magnet. You don't call it a lead magnet to them. That's just what it's termed for us. You can expect that in your inbox, your email inbox, in a couple of minutes. But while we wait for that to be delivered, check this out. And this is called the tripwire. It's called tripwire because it's like, boom, you know what they're looking for, right? Because you know what they're searching for. And if they opted into your lead magnet, you know what you can now sell them. This tripwire, it's a low dollar item, which relates to what they're searching for, right? So then you would offer them that. A percentage of people will take up your tripwire offer, okay? So it's all a numbers game, right? When it comes to this online marketing. Let's not play with a Sharpie in here. So a percentage of people will take you up on watching your video, right? Some people will see your video on YouTube and pass it by. Some people will opt into your funnel, right? Your email list. Some people won't. They'll go, okay, that was a cool video, but I don't want to give you my email. Cool. A percentage of people will buy your tripwire, right? Now you've got them on a sales page, right? And they've purchased. What you want to do next is the one-click upsell, which means you sell them another product, your core product, right away. They've already entered their credit card information, and now you can have them click once because they already entered their information, and it charges them for your next product, your bigger product, which is your flagship product or program, okay? A percentage of people will take you up on that offer. Then if they take you up on that, you send them to your profit maximizer, okay? So there's 3 stages within the funnel. At least that's how I do it. A profit maximizer is going to be a high dollar ticket item. You're not going to get a whole lot of conversions on that one. Obviously, it goes less and less and less each stage of the process, but you will get some sales. And that's where you really make your money because you're gonna, what you're going to do. Let me explain this. I want to draw it on a sheet of paper so you can understand it a little better. All right, so let's say here are your YouTube videos, right? Here's one, here's another one, here's another one, here's another one. Let's say this is day 1. Okay, day 1, you post day 3, day 5, day 7, day 9, 11, 13, 15, 17. All right, let's say you get here day 17 And, you know, all these videos following the same structure. You're solving a problem, whatever your target customer looks like. You're solving that problem, whatever pain point they have. You want to give them a solution to it in the video for free. And then at the end of the video, you offer them a lead magnet, which is something free that expands upon the topic and really helps them to solve that problem even more, because maybe you just gave them a taste of how to solve it, but now you really get into like, this is the way to do it and do it quickly, right? So now maybe on the 17th day, you get a video and it really sticks and you really start seeing a lot of people coming in and subscribing to your email list. And you'll know this because you've got it, your autoresponder hooked up to your email. So they actually send you an email when someone signs up to your email responder. So you'll know, like you post this video and all of a sudden your email starts blowing up. Hey, meet your new subscriber, it says, and it tells you their name, their email, and where they're from, okay? So you'll know when a video hits, right? You might not get anything for these first few videos you post, but then you get one and you start blowing up, okay? So let's say you get 1,000 people, right? 1,000 people to watch your video, right? 1,000 people watch your video. Out of those 1,000 people, let's say 30% of those watch or opt into your lead magnet, okay? Lead magnet. So then your lead magnet, 30%, you're getting 300 people to give you your email, right? So now you got 300 people to give you your email. Let's say on your Tripwire, because the next page they go to on your Tripwire, let's say you only get 20% of the people of the 300 now to go ahead and buy your low dollar ticket item, right? So maybe it's 10, 20 bucks, something cheap, right? So you get 20% of the 300, which is, you're going to be at 30, 60, right? So 20% of those guys, you got 60 people. So 60 people just gave you, let's say 20 bucks, right? Let's do some math here. 0, 0. I'm not very good at math. See, if I can do this, anybody can do this. I promise you. $1,200, right? So you just made $1,200 right there. Now let's say a percentage of these 60. Go ahead and take your core offer, okay? Your core offer, or what I call your flagship program or product, right? Flagship, all right. Flagship, right? And let's say, you know, only 20% of people from the 60 take you up on this one-click upsell, right? So you've got 20% of 60, 10% would be 6, so you got 12 people, okay? 12 people. And then let's say this product is 50 bucks, right? So this is obviously going to be a little bit higher. And let's do some math on this one. 0, 0, 10, 0, 0, 5. That's not right, is it? 500? 600. Forgot to carry the 1. All right, so you're going to make 600 on this one, right? So now let's say you go to your profit maximizer. Let's see if I can fit this in the screen. Profit maximizer, which is... let's say only 10% of people, right? So out of 12, let's just say one person out of 1,000 gets your profit maximizer. Let's say it's 200 bucks, right? So that's $200. So now you're looking at 12, 18, $2,000, right? You just made on this one video, your 17th video that finally hit, right? Now this is all organic, right? You're gonna have videos that do this all organically, meaning you're not paying for any traffic here, okay? This just happens. It just hits. You got the right keywords, and we'll talk more about that in other videos, but it just hits, and now you get, you know, 1,000 people to view it. You get that lead magnet, Tripwire, and it just goes through the process. It's a numbers game. You end up, let's say, making $2,000 off of your funnel, right? That's your funnel. That's how the whole thing works, right? Now, the great thing about this is when you get a video, like all these videos didn't really do anything. You might get a couple people, right? Let's say you get a couple people, they go through the process, but you're not making like $2,000 off of this. But you get a couple people and you make a couple bucks off of it, right? But then you get the video that hits. This is important because this is where you make your money, right? So you get that video that hits. Now, you know, for whatever reason, this video is working, right? This video worked for whatever reason. You said something that made a lot of sense, or the way you pitched it, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not that smart. People say you should be able to do this all the time. I can't do it all the time. I get lucky and I get this video to blow up every once in a while. I don't know what I do right. I try to do the same thing in most of my videos, but every once in a while it'll blow up and you'll get a better response than others. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with this. When you post something on Facebook or wherever you're posting your stuff, even if it's just personal stuff, sometimes they get more likes than others, right? And you don't know really why. It's time of day or whatever it is, but some things just resonate with other people differently, right? So every once in a while, I go ahead and give it to luck. I'm doing the same thing on all the other videos. Every once in a while, I'll get a video that sticks. Now, here's where you make your money, right? Okay, $2,000 is cool, but it's even better than that, because now you know that if it's a numbers game and you get 1,000 people on your Tripwire, you can make $1,200, right? So you know typically what I do is I allow myself to spend this $1,200 to advertise this video now, because I know this video works, right? So now I have $1,200 to play with. So I take this out of the equation. I actually only make $800. I'm going to keep $800 and I'm going to put $1,200 back into this video. So I'm going to advertise this video on YouTube right here. Okay. And I'm going to advertise that over and over until as long as I continue these numbers. Now you're going to run into what it's called ad fatigue, or your post, your YouTube video is going to go through fatigue. So it's not going to always be popping off like this, but typically YouTube videos last for, at first, 24 hours. The first hour is the most important, then 24 hours, then one week, and then 1 month. And then after 1 month, it kind of levels out, right? So if you get the organic on this video popping off, and you let it go for, the first week and it's still popping off, and then you see it kind of slow down, then you can start putting this money towards this video to boost it back up. Now, over time, I'm going to say like 3, 4, 5 months, the ad is going to fatigue as well. So this video is going to be no longer as useful as it was. People get used to it. There's only so many people out there. They're going to be seeing it over and over again. You're going to get less bang for your buck over time. Obviously that makes sense. But the good thing is you're not going to stop uploading videos, right? So you're still uploading your videos. And then maybe down here, you get another video that hits real big and you get a couple thousand views on this video and you run them through the same process, okay? Now, the great thing about when you spend the $1,200 on this, as long as you keep this as a break-even point, meaning all the money that you end up making from your Tripwire, you just keep putting back into this one or to the next video that hits, then all of this becomes profit, right? So your $800 becomes profit. So you're basically making $800 per 1,000 views that you pay for over here. Now let's talk about how much you can get views for on YouTube, right? So if you're let's just do the math because it's fun. If you're paying for a video, you can get between 3 and 5 cents per view, right? So let's just say 5 cents on the high end, okay? So let's say 1,000 views, right, at 5 cents. What does that cost? Let's do the math. I'm sure some of you already have it figured out. I don't have it figured out yet. Hold on. 5, and then we go 0, 0, whatever, 2 over, right? Boom, boom. So $50. Does that sound right? $50 to get 1,000 views. I think my math is right. So you're paying $50 to get 1,000 views. So I'm saying $50, right? $50 can get you this same 1,000 views that got you $800, and you still have $1,150 to spend. And you can just keep growing this thing until you reach ad fatigue. Now, again, this is not going to happen every time. It might not be the 17th video. It might not be the 25th video. It might be the 50th video, but when you get it, this is where you make your money. Because imagine putting in $1,200, right? $1,200 at 5 cents. I don't know if I'm doing the math on this one right, but just imagine how many views you could buy with $1,200, right? Actually, I got to divide on this one. So imagine how many views you could buy with this, and that's just going to keep feeding all of this funnel right here. Again, it doesn't happen all the time. People say you should make it. Actually, you know what people say is you should go 40%, 40%, 10%, 10%. So they say that you should get 40% to opt in, 40% to opt in your lead magnet, 40% to buy your tripwire, 10% on your core offer, and 10% on your profit maximizer, which I have never, ever got these numbers. Maybe I'm not smart enough to get these numbers, but that's what they say you should be able to get. But for me, it's more like 30 opting in, 20, 20, 10. Okay, that's what I get, and I'm happy with that because you can still make a buttload of money by doing it this way, as long as you got everything put together the right way. Now, the main thing is that and over time, you're going to get better at, like, these are going to get closer together because you're getting better at it, and you're going to know what works and what doesn't work. So that's the whole idea behind how to make money on the funnel. Just remember, you need a lead magnet, a tripwire, core offer, and a profit maximizer. Okay. Lately, I've been skipping the tripwire, and I bumped up my flagship offer to, and I've increased the price of this. I actually took the tripwire, which was the tripwire product, and I put some what's called offer stacking. So it was actually the same product, but I made it the core offer, and now I've got a better profit maximizer. So the program that I was selling for, I was actually selling it for $10 at the time. I'm now selling for $47, and I'm just skipping this, what I call a tripwire, going to a $47. Now I got an easier upsell. It's only 2 upsells, which is working pretty good for me right now. So that's basically it. That's how you you run through your funnel. Now, you're not always going to get 30%, 20%, 20%, 10%. Like I said, even on a good video, you might get 20, 10, 5, 5. But it's all a numbers game, and you got to pick and choose which ones you're going to go with. And if it makes sense, if you spend $1 and you can make more than $1 on the back end, then you do it. And the great thing about this is, not only are you spending $1 and making money right then initially, like, that's awesome, but now you also have this person in your email list. You're going to make more money from them over time, right? So it's not just what you're making right there. It's over time. So I would even put money to something that is break even, period. Like, I would spend money on a video that is just break even, right? If it's a break even, I would spend money that I made and go negative, essentially negative, because I know over time, over the long run, I'm gonna make that money back. And now my list is growing, right? So it's all about getting the people on the list and just a numbers game, just playing the numbers. That's the biggest thing. I remember I was in New Jersey. Tony Harper in the group, he can attest to this. I put up a video. Just normal, I put up 3 videos a week. I put up a video. I didn't expect anything crazy from it, but it just blew up and it hit. And, it was getting thousands of views, and people were opting in like crazy, and people were purchasing like crazy. Every 10, 15 minutes, I get a notification, PayPal. You received $200. Stripe, you received $200. You received $50. You received $10. $200. And it was just blowing up. And I was busy at the time. We were busy putting on a showcase, and it was crazy. And I just kept looking at my phone and was amazed by it. And by the end of the weekend, I was gone. That's the other great thing about this is, you don't have to be there watching it. It's all a system. It's a funnel. It works for you, right? I could be on vacation, and if something hits, it's just going to hit and take off. And when I got home, I came back, I looked at everything. It was like $3,000 that I made while I was gone. I didn't even do anything. I didn't look at anything. Got home and then I said, oh, well, let me figure out the numbers here and throw some money at this thing and keep making some money with it. Sorry, I got a little guy playing with the camera down here. But that's all I got for you today. Can you let go of my camera, please? Thank you, sir. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to check out the One Funnel Away challenge that I'm going to be jumping in. It's starting in a couple days, so check it out. I'll leave a link down below. where you can check that out because there's really good stuff in there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make videos because you get content every day within there. It's a 30-day challenge. I'm going to make a accompanying video with the videos that they provide us, just adding my little touch to them. So you just get more value than if you were to just go in there by yourself. So again, I'll leave that link down below where you can find that. And thanks for watching.